Something feels odd here. Be on your guard. All right.
Toll.
There's nowhere to run from my heart.
When he slows down, that's our chance. Swallow blade.
Leave the agile ones to me. In a bind.
Raging cascade!
Slack. Swallow blade.
You require help. Take this.
Mega ray! What
Dragon
more?
sword.
Can you take it? Resonate with the earth.
Cool, dass er im Team sei.
Incantation ruin.
Lightning orb! More with mega ray!
Elusive deity. Can you take it?
Lightning condemned! Thunder ray!
I'll face downward form. No further.
Raging cascade!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummel.
Cut them apart to your heart's
Hold nothing back. Dragon swarm. This one's all mine.
Light in the wind! Do it,
Dragon
Field!
swarm. Doubling in an instant. Impact block.
Ja, improvis.
Got some interesting moves there, Dohalim. I'm glad you're on our side.
I'm simply glad to hear that I can make myself useful to you all. Huh?
What's wrong?
We seem to have come across some rather unusual objects.
What, you mean that pile of garbage?
No mere garbage, I assure you. Still, I've never seen anything shaped like it before. I'm intrigued.
Are you curious about this stuff, Rinwell?
Yeah. I think he might have found some old Danon relics.
Ja,
It looks
Relikte.
like the remains of a bunch of objects that disappeared after the Renans first invaded.
And yet here I am, holding them without so much as a second thought. I imagine the sight must be unsettling to you.
Not really, just that it must be nice to be a Renan who has time to indulge in stuff like that, unlike the rest of us.
Are you interested in this stuff too, Dohalim?
Charmed may be a better turn of phrase.
Så
I
det
simply
låter-
love objects that can give me a sense of what their maker was thinking, the history that went into their creation. You see, we Renans have hardly any such objects that trace back to our distant past.
I still don't understand what you two find so intriguing about it, though.
Why not? We're talking about our own culture here.
I get that, but it's not like this stuff is any use now, does it? It's just old. Real old.
Oh, but it does. Holding it in your hands like this, one can feel and engage with the distant past in a way no history book can ever accomplish.
I'll take your word for it.
Okay.
Well, seeing as it's Danon history, just make sure you're careful with it. All right, Dohalim?
But of course. There's history in the air here. I can smell it.
I don't smell anything.
Don't encourage him.
To achieve such harmony,
Takes a singular will.
visibility along this path will remain limited for some time. Take care not to get ambushed.
I'm surprised you know the terrain here so well. Lords don't strike me as having
Arise.
much time for wandering in the woods.
Sometimes I would take strolls along here when I wish to be alone.
You always did have a bad habit of disappearing without telling any of us guardsmen.
Oj. Minnet vorbei.
Brace yourself. This one's tough.
Take
Come
this!
one, come all.
I can handle it! Everlasting dark.
Dragon swarm.
It's a duel of the arts.
Resonate with the earth!
Never miss.
Sia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done. Leave the enemy's arts to me.
I'm ready.
Astral energy!
Say no more. Got it.
Well done!
This one's all mine. Burn. Dragon form.
Fighter den du landen gerade?
Commander of heaven. Phoenix Cyclone. Prepare to be seized of fleet of foot. Actually, that's far more appropriate.
Less talking, more doing.
Dragon swarm. Far enough. Elusive deity. Dragon swarm. I'm ready. Tornado drive. Elusive.
Air thrust!
Quite necessary when creating weaponry.
Jag kommer över, den är förbi, over. No.
Stay calm. I shall provide assistance.
Cast it out of fit. Swallow blade. Dragon swarm. It's on.
I'm not so good with
You
air
picked
force
the wrong fight.
Where are you going?
Airborne scoundrel.
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
Dragon swarm.
Resonate with the
I'm ready. Swallow blade.
Neon, astral energy, full throttle! Back into the flight!
Dragon swarm. Elusive deity. Resonate with the earth.
You're going pretty hard in this battle.
I am not usually given to restraint.
Sometimes I believe you're stronger than you let on.
With this, I can become even stronger. It's so hilly around here. I can feel my feet getting blisters.
That's mountain hiking for you. It can be pretty tough if you're not used to these sorts of trails.
I take it you're comfortable with them then?
Oh yeah. We used to run up and down these slopes all the time for our training exercises.
Damn. You weren't messing around.
More Danon ruins here too, I see.
What were people even thinking back then? Trying to build anything around here.
Maybe they just had that much time and energy on their hands.
I sure have built up a sweat with this hike.
Rest
Ja,
assured,
richtig.
we have reached the top. It's all downhill from here, quite literally.
So Mahag Sar's just up ahead then?
Ja, maar hier om maar.
What's this place here? Some kind of old house?
I don't know about that. If I had to guess, it probably served as some kind of shrine.
So it's still a house, in a sense. Just for a god.
Ja, die Kiste ist beschützt natürlich.
I've got a really bad feeling about this.
I shall ensure you
It's like trying to keep up with a wall. I never miss.
shattering. Got fires.
I've got this. Let him marksman handle it.
An astral art?
That's my cue.
Denied. Shut him down.
Being interrupted.
Dragon swarm.
Here goes.
Negative. Too fast.
10 back. I'll trip it up.
Dragon swarm. It's on.
Wow, wow, wow.
Can you take it?
Dragon swarm. Not so fast. Now I can let loose. You picked the wrong fight. Swallow blade.
Not on my watch.
I'm ready.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Swallow blade.
Die sind echt sehr schwach. Wir machen bei dem und schon kein Damage. Nein, wir sind halt 4 Level drunter.
Great.
This might be some decent equipment.
Für wen ist das? Für ihre. Ah, Space ist es.
Anything that makes battles easier is okay by me.
won't be easy. Don't be such a pessimist.
I can carve through armor.
I can handle it.
It's on! Dragon Swarm! Burn in hell! Dragon Swarm! In a bind?
Jullie beide eventueel.
Consider yourself finished!
See you continue on in that.
Maar gaan.
Something you wanted to say? Lightning to death! Do it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Daarom is hij zo de Gegner.
Guess I misread the landing.
Kom maar toch nog een. Zo stopkut. Tenminste smoke on.
Don't get careless.
Don't tell me!
Not in your dreams. Or shield. Radiant love here.
Dragon, this one's all mine! Eat dirt!
I'm all stuck. Dragon Annihilation. Now.
Your blade moves like silk. Not just let my instincts take over. How fascinating.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Dragon Swarm! Swallow Blade!
The enemy hears ours too.
We'll see about that. Where are you going? Let's go.
Well, we're on the home stretch now.
Don't take your eyes off the prize.
I'm quite aware without you reminding me.
Dragon Swarm!
Here, let me help. Here's another.
Your helping me has become a pattern.
It's for the good of all of us.
Is it now?
Denied!
Shield. Let's get you all tucked away.
Dragon Swarm!
Radiant love here. You're mine.
Swallow Blade!
Lightning condemned.
Benediction
Thunder
light.
blade. Here.
Dragon Swarm!
Can you take it?
Coming through. Gemini Alpha.
Elusive Deity!
Can you take it?
Kom, de klaanvieger.
Lightning orb.
Swallow Blade!
All right. It's showtime.
This could be useful.
Moeten we de monster farmen, hè? Dat is het materiaal indruk voor die wolven. Oei. Ja, tankt ze.
Still thinking about how to act around Dohalim?
That obvious, huh? Except I don't think I'll be changing much after all. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to stay his servant. However, I am going to treat him like a fellow comrade, the same way I would with you or anyone else. For as long as I can remember, I've spent my life protecting others. But isn't that what friends do too? Support and protect one another in times of need?
Which in the end pretty much means doing as you've always done, right? If that's what you're most comfortable with, I'm certainly not going to give you any grief over it.
Actually, I've been thinking about how I ought to act around you all as well.
Oh?
When I set out on this journey, it was to rid Eldaman and Sia of its enemies, and search for wisdom in the outside world. Wisdom that I could potentially put to use on my return. I'm grateful to you all for letting me tag along. But it got me thinking, what am I actually contributing by being here?
What are you talking about? You know how to hold a weapon, don't you? That's help enough.
Is it though? Sometimes I wish there was more I could be doing to pull my...
Oops, sorry about that. Jeez, I'm famished.
Now that you mention it, what do you guys normally do for food and meals when you're out and about on your travels?
What do you mean, what do we do? We find stuff to eat and eat it. So long as it's meat, I'm not fussy.
Eating what you like can be good for morale in the short term, but you need to think about your diet if you want to stay healthy.
Does that mean eating vegetables too?
Isn't that obvious?
It does,
Gemüse.
which I guess hasn't been happening up till now.
Yeah, to be honest, we could be eating better than we do.
Understood. In that case, I'll just have to make sure you're all staying healthy and eating right myself. Fortunately, I happen to know a thing or two about cooking as well.
You hear that, Law? Sounds like you'll be eating your greens after all.
What is it?
No, sorry, it's just... I was just wondering if you had any thoughts on all this.
It will do her good to have a project.
No, not Kisara. I meant you. Was there anything you wanted to add?
Me? Certainly you're not looking to me for culinary skill, I hope.
Typical Renan, leaving everything to someone else.
Rinwell, I don't think...
That said, should you need my skills on the battlefield, please rest assured I have no intention of shirking my responsibilities, regardless of who we may face.
I'm sure no one doubts that. Listen, guys, if we're traveling together, we should probably at least try to make an effort to get to know one another, don't you think?
I wouldn't get your expectations too high in that regard. Believe it or not, sometimes I'm not sure I even know myself all that well.
Wenn man sie ein bisschen untereinander kennt.
Hey, let's stop for a minute.
What's up? You already tired?
My armor's pretty heavy. I think I need a little rest.
I second that. All of this walking is starting to take its toll on me as well.
What? You don't look it.
We can't spare the time. There's places we need to be. Mahag-Sar's capital, Niez, is our destination right now.
But if one of us collapses, it will only serve to slow us down. And in your case, Alphen is the only one who could carry you. Best to rest while you have the opportunity.
Enough already. I need a break, so we're taking one.
I don't need you fretting over me.
Fretting? Hey, it's not like I'm...
Been looking for you.
For me? Why?
Useless. Beruhig dich.
Who are you? You said you were looking for me. Why?
Beautiful, precious life.
What the...
That is all I desire.
Then why are we fighting? Who even are you?
Er ist Level 28. Jo.
Here, take this.
Radiant here! Let's weaken!
This ends now. Who the hell are you? Bastard!
This guy's not normal.
His speed is unbelievable.
You mean he even surpasses a lord?
Try harder. Here. Can you take it? Tempest.
Let me help.
First aid. Everlasting darkness. Negative gate. Resonate with the earth.
Take this. I'll heal you all. Lightning orb.
Enjoy. Resonate with the earth.
Target off.
Take this.
Reload on my watch.
Enjoy.
Begin.
Come on.
Shining power of water.
Benediction.
Lightning orb. Lightning condensed. Thunder
I can
blade.
carve through armor. Die. Megasonic
Into the
thrust.
shadow.
Enjoy.
I can't do anything.
Harry, was macht der für Damage?
Show me your
I
strength.
never miss.
From beyond. Imbue this vanquished soul with life.
Here, let me help.
Dragon swarm. Can't get out of this. Take this.
That's gonna
Enjoy.
radiate.
Try harder.
By the power
Resonate with the earth. Dragon swarm.
Shining supernova. Here's a healing art.
Can't end here. From beyond. Imbue this vanquished soul with life. Benediction light. Heal. Slide.
Was uns alle fertig, aber. Holy shit.
Is that all that you've got? Very well. Then die.
Wie?
A wretch like you?
No.
Till next time.
Oh, what the fuck?
Shion, wake up, please.
Alphen?
Shion.
Thanks, but you're kinda crushing me.
Sorry.
It's okay. And so am I. It's not as bad as it looks.
Not bad. That's... Shion, We thought
I'm
you were...
fine. Really.
What the hell were you thinking?
Well, you were trying to protect me too, you know.
Yeah, but I have the sword. It's different.
It's not different. Besides,
Hmm?
Never mind. It's nothing. Anyway, thank you.
But I didn't... Look, I'm just glad that you're...
Alphen?
Sorry.
That guy said he'd be back. I think maybe we should get moving before he returns, right?
Wir sind
Rinwell
aber
has a
fertig,
good
macht
point.
er.
We need to go. Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I already applied some healing arts to it. It didn't even leave a scar.
But his sword went nearly straight through you.
I'm all right. Unless I've turned into some kind of ghost and I'm haunting you all right now.
No, I know you're not. It's just...
Look, I appreciate you looking out for me, but I'm fine. Really.
There was also that strange light that appeared when Shion was stabbed. It seemed to make the enemy retreat when he saw it. Alphen, do you have any idea what it might have been?
A light? I don't know. I was kind of preoccupied with other things at the time.
Now that I think of it, between that light and the blazing sword, just what sort of person are you, Alphen? Can you use Danon astral arts like Rinwell, perhaps?
He wouldn't know, Dohalim. He doesn't have any memories from his past, remember? Besides, we should really be getting out of here.
I suppose
Ja,
you're
wir
right.
sollten direkt gehen.
Forgive me. We've almost reached Nias, the capital of Mahag Sar. With any luck, we'll find a place there for Shion to rest. Hey,